But no, this is, you got a lounge where you can hang out at. That's so awesome. No girls allowed, huh? Sometimes. This is beautiful. Like I was saying, your guys don't even go home, you stay here, huh? I wouldn't go home. With my condition of a home where I came from, I would never go home. I would stay here, eat all this food. And that's pretty much what happened when I started boxing. I said, I ain't going back home no more. This is awesome. I never lived this life like this. Life is just normal where it should be.
Were you and Tupac like best friends?
We're good friends. We're good friends, yeah.
Y'all had like a lot in common?
Huh?
Y'all had a lot in common?
Let me tell you the story. I met Tupac one day, it was on Sunset, and I think it was the Palace on Sunset, Palladium on Sunset. And so Magic Johnson, I believe, had a party or something there. Something happened where it was Magic's party. And I was in the front of the Palace with some friends of mine who were promoting the party there. And I was talking to them, and we were talking, and we were close. And then this little kid was like, hey, what's up, shorty? I said, you trying to get in? And I said, yo, man, let's in, right? I remember I was young before. And then the guy he said, 1 minute. And then he went back and came back with like 100 guys. I said, oh, y'all together? I thought you were by yourself. I said, so let them go into the back. So they went through the back, and then somehow they got the mic from the MC and they started rhyming. It was Tupac. And they introduced me to Tupac. They said he's gonna be a big star one day. And the next thing I saw Tupac, I was in prison, and he wrote me a letter saying, I'd like to come visit you. Do you remember me? And he said everything that happened, and he came and visited me.
Oh man, that's crazy.
No.
You see me up?
Where's the mirror?
He's right up there for me. He was just waiting to see you. I don't know, you saw me. Where did he go?
I'll find you.
How you doing? I'm doing great. How you feeling, man?
Raekwon.
How you doing?
What is this? I don't know what Cobain, what you doing, man?
You know Coach?
You know Cobain?
That's my family member.
How long we know each other? 30 years?
Yeah.
What? You know Mike Tyson? What is this? You wasn't here with my dad.
I'm going here too.
I'll find What? You still think
he
you
did
get
go right
hard?
there. Look, you know, all my children, his children grew up with my children. He knew my wife before she had my babies.
You still think you hit hard?
Not like I used to.
You still get hit hard, huh?
Yeah, but not like I used to. I never.
Oh my gosh. This is my godson, Amir. Obviously, you know I'm coaching him when he stood up, bro.
Yeah.
Like one of my guys? Yeah. This was Mike's son.
So he showed respect. That was respect.
Yeah.
So we're working on, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So how you doing? How many years you been here with these guys? How long you been here?
Just got here, because I was at Mississippi State last 3 years. I know I bounced around so much. It's tough.
But you wanted to come here, right? You wanted to come here. Didn't you want to come here?
Did I?
Were you trying to come here?
I don't know, trying. I got the opportunity. We the guys I coached last year played real well at Mississippi State. And these two guys here will be competing.
This is so awesome talking to these guys. I keep thinking they say 21. I keep thinking how young that is.
Yeah, how about that? But now, how old were you when you won the championship?
20.
Yeah. So,
But you couldn't
how about
tell.
this guy?
But listen,
This dude was younger than you.
Yeah.
When he won. He was a heavyweight champion of the world.
But
Right?
listen,
the youngest.
you couldn't tell me. I'm not, you couldn't tell me my mind wasn't fully developed at the time. I thought there was nothing else to learn. I thought there was nothing else to learn. I had no idea that my brain wasn't fully developed. Like right now, you say, I can't imagine. I'm great. My brain is great. I'm functioning fine. Well, nothing's wrong with me. I'm fully developed. But you're not. You know, you're not. And as time comes on, experience will let you know, wow, I learned this, I learned this. It's just a sponge right now. This experience right here is just like a big fantasy.
For real.
Almost like a dream. No, I'm talking about your experience being here, the university. This is like one big dream. This is a fantasy. And this is where, believe it or not, this is where you're gonna get the illusion of yourself. This is where you're gonna find a belief of who you are. And you're gonna take it out into the world. You're gonna take it into your household with your family. So you have to be careful. You have to analyze your illusion of yourself. My illusion of myself was nobody else mattered but me. And I caused me a bunch of divorces. A lot of my kids don't like me no more, and I had to work back. It took a lot of years for me to get my respect back and realize that I'm nobody. You know what I mean? I'm just here with my family. My only purpose in life is to take care of my family, not to alienate them. And that's why that always alienate. Anybody that was around me was really a gold digger. No real decent human being could tolerate being around me. So anybody who was around me, they were really bad people.
Not everybody.
No, they were bad. They were bad.
I was trying to say like not everybody.
Nah, they were bad. You wasn't around me like that. You
Oh,
wasn't around me like
yeah.
that.
After you won your first championship when you were 20, like, what kept that burning, you know, desire inside you to keep going, you know?
I don't know, confidence breeds success. Success breeds confidence. And every time I succeeded in something, I wanted more. I wanted more, and wanted more, and wanted more. Nothing was ever enough.
Right.
You know?
What made you keep going? Like, just keep going all out so hard like that?
I don't know, shame of failure and stuff. Wanted people to think I was somebody. I'm pretty much was a nobody that always wanted to be a somebody. And I'm not as tough as everybody think I am, so I always got put in that image. And what I really want to say, I was never really in love with myself. I never really learned how to love myself during my career. And I showed it by being nasty and mean. You know, so I had to develop some kind of form of self-love. And it's very difficult because the only thing you want to do is succeed, and you never get a chance to really consummate self-love. You know, I know sometimes, what the is self-love? Self-love is me buying a Rolls Royce. Self-love is me buying a mansion or buying a plane or a boat. I always thought that too. But you know, self-love is getting out of your way. You know what I mean? Sacrificing. You know what I mean? Loving yourself, enhancing yourself, having the urge to improve yourself. That's what football gave you. Football gave you an urge to improve yourself, and that's how come you continue to improve. Say, wow, I'm getting even better. I'm getting faster. I'm looking better in my suits. I mean, look how I'm looking now. You know, we improve ourselves, our life affirmations and stuff. And some people just want to win at any cost. And that's going to take you somewhere too. And some people care too much about other people, and that's going to take you in another direction. We always got to be prepared in the direction that we're going and really find out. Sometimes we got to be able to predict the future and this behavior, where is this going to lead? We know, we feel this stuff, you know, this is not going to go nowhere, but we still do it. I guess we're addicted to tearing ourselves down sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, because when you conquered everything else and all your other goals, you got nothing else to tear down but yourself.
What did you think of your opponents before you faced them? Like,
Yeah,
did you respect? Yeah.
What went through your head before fights? Like,
A lot of fear.
How
you
you
were like,
study?
I mean, watching your fights, like, angry. Like, what went through your head before
A
those?
lot of fear.
A failure?
Fear of failure, fear of things not going because it doesn't. Because sometimes this is weird. Now, in case you guys know, you guys are athletes. Sometimes just go horrible in the gym and training and walk over the guy. There's nothing. And then sometimes training is easy, and then they're going to fight. The fight is hard. So you really never know what life has in store. You always have the affirmations and the objective, the confidence I'm going to win. But you know, you always have that slight doubt.
Yeah, like fear.
But that slight doubt allows you to perform even in a higher degree.
Fear of like embarrassment, fear of
Absolutely.
failure, all of that.
Because mostly where we all come from bad areas, we've seen a lot of failure. We've seen a lot of people humiliated, families laughed at, probably our family, and that sticks with us.
Yeah.
You know, that's why we come here to be a success, and we say, we're going to show you I'm somebody. That's what this is all about.
Yeah. It is.
That's all this is about.
At the
To
same
prove to yourself, prove to your family, I'm somebody.
I don't know, just like over time, I realized that I was like a more dangerous athlete when I became at peace with myself. You know, when you become at peace with yourself, you know, you realize a lot of things, you know, like what you was saying earlier, just about, you know, the people you surround yourself with, you know, just the earth in general, like the energy and all that, like it means something, you know, but when you become one with yourself, you know, you become a
It's
dangerous
all about
athlete.
loving everybody. We're all one.
Yeah.
Everybody's one. The whole world is one.
Exactly.
Everybody's one. Everybody's one.
Yeah.
You know, our birth and our death are just dreams. Our life is forever. You know?
Yeah, everlasting.
What did your first like trainer mean to you?
Excuse me?
Your first manager, your first trainer.
Oh, listen.
Like, what did he mean to you?
That's interesting you say that, right? He didn't have no money. He didn't have nothing. He had nothing. He was down and out. And he starts telling me this stuff and working on me and working on my confidence and self-esteem. And he got me to be a ferocious, mean guy. I'm a little scary, insecure kid. Yeah, he has a big influence on me. To this day, I always say, how did he know? How did he know I was the guy? You know, I was 13 years old, a little chubby. How did he know I was the guy? I was getting my ass beat. And he said, this is the one. How does that happen? I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't question it and stuff, and I'm just grateful, have gratitude.
How often did you train?
Every day.
Every day?
A couple of times
hours?
a day. The total of the day, most of the day was dedicated to just working out, even if it was just walking 7 miles. Let's walk to the town. Let's walk back home. You got a 14 miles. Just everything considered a walk. Let's play dice for push-ups and sit-ups. Instead of money, let's play for push-ups. 150 push-ups, that's the bank. Let's do everything we do consists of working out. We gotta go to our friend's room in the hotel. Let's take the stairs. Everything. Everything goes to working out, being the best, the urge to improve yourself.
Yeah. How did you deal with that pain? Like once you reach like the certain level of pain, whenever you're working out, how'd you break through that ceiling?
Well, you just have to continue, as long as you're not going to injure yourself, because most of the pain is psychological anyway. It's your mind telling you to stop. You don't want to do this no more. You really want to do this. It's just testing yourself. You're testing the fortitude.
Right.
You know? And then after you break through that reign of pain or whatever, then it's never painful again.
You're right.
That's what life is about, going through stages of life, different levels of life. Even after we die, it's just another form of life or death.
Yeah.
How do you study your opponent?
Excuse me?
How do you study your opponents?
I watch them all day, all night, all afternoon. I always watch them before I go to bed. When I get up in the morning, I watch them all the way till I leave the dressing room to get in the ring.
How you know, like, when you get up there, do you, like, see fear in their eyes?
Yeah, you can see that.
You saw that most of the time?
Yeah. But then sometimes, listen, this is get tricky. Sometimes you go in the ring with a guy, and he got his head down, he don't want to face you, and you can feel his energy. And I go back to the corner to my trainer, I say, he's coming to fight. I say, he's coming to fight. I can just feel it. I know he's scared, but he's not intimidated. You know, that's a totally different animal. You can be afraid, that's just a feeling. But what you do is what counts. So I've scared people so much that they kick my ass. So that can happen too. That don't sound like it makes sense to you, right?
I mean, I get it.
Fear is a really strong entity. It's really strong. You have to know how to use it to work for you. Because if it's against you, it destroys you. If it's with you, you can't lose. Invincible. It's so awesome talking to these young kids.
What do you guys think?
Like talking to a legend. We're talking to a legend right now. You guys walking in, we're like, all right, sit up. Be cool.
Like before he came in here, we were trying to see how we was going. We've been here before, so I'm telling Dylan, you gotta chill out, bro. You gotta chill. He's talking about race. I'm gonna take me a picture. You gotta get a picture. We gotta get a picture.
Yeah,
This ain't an everyday thing. It's like, I'm just saying, it's our first time experiencing something like this. Everybody don't get to do this.
No, trust me, listen. There's a lot of people, probably 6-7 billion people on this planet, yeah. A lot of people live their whole life in one town and die. And they live for a long period of time, like say 80, and they live there in town, they live and they die. And you say, how does he become a wise man and experience just living in this one town? But still he does. He becomes a wise man and an authority in that town because he's been there his whole life. You know, so he's an authority in that town, so that makes him a genius in that particular field, in that town. So everybody's somebody. Nobody's not useless. There's no such thing as useless people. This is a beautiful world. At least that's my perspective. All that stuff, this is the wonderful world. Look at us in these universities, guys like me that can't write that well, and we're living good, we go to great schools, we're getting educated because of our skills, our talent that God blessed us with. Nothing bigger than that education. I don't know if you know that yet, but nothing bigger than that. Not on this planet, you know. That's the key to the door. I remember I was 21, 22. You know, when you get older, you lose your hair too.
Yeah. They still cutting hair?
He's gonna lose his hair, son. He has thin hair. He's gonna lose your hair.
5:30.
Yeah, he's thin hair. Yes, sir.
It's 5:30.
Yeah, yeah, mine was bad. I had it too at one time.
Hey, so you're losing yours, right?
We got chill, we got cold, we got like we've been there before. We got this Mike Tyson though, bro. Maybe want to knock you out, dude. Oh.
He was so cool. But it's like,
Oh, you got it on video?
they walked in, they were like, what do you guys think? And Raekwon's like, what do you mean? That's Mike Tyson. Like, that's Mike Tyson. And then coach walked in, he's like, hey. We're like, what? He's like, yeah, he's the godfather of my son.